What is up, guys? It's Brady here, and today I'm doing a collab video with PRJ Helen, and today we are here with
Jacob.
and
My name is Lucas.
so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be all doing a tier list of the Home Depot Halloween props. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first prop we have here is the 12-foot Pumpkin Man. Basically just like the 12-foot skeleton, except it's like a scarecrow Pumpkin Man guy, and it glows a lot like more. So what do y'all think about this one?
I say B because he doesn't really do much.
I don't know. Yeah, B.
In my opinion, I would put him probably lower A to B, but we'll put him in B because I think he's really cool. But at the end of the day, he is a reskin, which I definitely think the 12-foot skeleton's a lot cooler. However, I still think he's cool. Now, the next prop is the I think it's called the Dark Angel, and it basically flaps its wings back and forth, head turns side to side, it changes color, really cool. In my opinion, I'd put it possibly S or A, but what do y'all think about it?
I mean, with the movement he does, I would probably do A.
Yeah.
Okay, I think A is cool because I really like him. I think he's unique, and the movement's cool too. Now, next up is another new prop, which honestly I wasn't really expecting, but I really like. It's the 6-foot animated like Underworld King. I just want to say I love this guy's animation because he has the body rotating movement, but for some reason it just looks to be a lot more realistic than other body movements. What do y'all think about it?
Well, could you explain what he does?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it's easy for you. He like holds the staff and turns side to side, but like he doesn't really move the staff, so it just kind of looks like his waist is more realistically rotating, in my opinion. And then his mouth also moves, and he talks.
His mouth also?
I would give him an A as well.
Yeah, A.
I would. Would y'all put him above or below the Dark Angel?
Probably above because this guy has more movements, and I think he's just cooler.
Same. I like them around equally, but yeah. Now, the next one is another unique one. Also, I think it's the most expensive one from this year. It's the Fairy of the Dead. So, it's like this cool Reaper guy in a mini like boat carrying, I guess, souls down to the Underworld. And he only really moves side to side, but it's in a way that it makes it appear to be if he's like rowing the boat. And I'm sure like in the dark with some fog, it would look really creepy. What do y'all think about him?
Yeah,
I would honestly... I think I'd put him in front of the, on A in front of the Dark Angel guy.
Are you sure? No.
I think...
I feel like he should be B for a few reasons. It doesn't look like he's, like, moving the boat, and the price also.
Yeah, those are really valid arguments. I'd say, here, how about we go in a little bit of both? Like, instead of high A or high B, we kind of put him in lower A, because I think that's right around where he should be. I really like him, but you're right, the price is kind of expensive, and if you don't have like those circumstances with fog and night, then it could look a little bit stupid. So I think this is a good place. Next up, this has got to be one of my favorites for this year. It's the Inferno Reaper, and what this is it's a 7-foot tall Reaper, and it looks cool first of all, but also the movements for it are amazing in my opinion. He moves side to side, his head nods up and down, his mouth moves, and I think his arm might even move, forgive me if it doesn't, but he does it in a way so where it doesn't look robotic. It reminds me a lot like Graham, except of course it's not that advanced. I'd personally put him in S tier, but what do y'all think about him?
I think for the movements, how is this price?
It's $200, I think it's amazing.
Oh yeah, for the movements and the price, he should probably be up there.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. If not the Jester, then I'd say that he's my favorite for this year because he's so cool.
Yeah.
Next up is this witch. I think it's the one, like just like the spellcasting one from last year, but it's just a different color scheme. I'd personally put it B or C. I mean, for a reskin, it's very unoriginal. And the original spellcasting witch is a prop that I really like, but there's just been so many versions of it that it's basically just getting kind of old and stale. What do y'all think?
I agree with you. How's the price?
I think it's like 180, which is pretty good.
Yeah, but for like looking side to side and raising her arm, these are right.
Yeah, I think that's true. Now, next up, we have the reskin of the Jack in the Box, and if y'all didn't know, Jack in the Box is a prop that I love. One of my favorite props, possibly even like top 3 of all time. I own it. Personally, I'd put him around high B tier because he is a really cool reskin, but I do think the original is, of course, way better. Like, it's a prop that I love, but if you like the reskin better, I completely see why. And actually, this year they upgraded him to 230, but honestly, he looks gigantic, so that's not a bad price. And he does like sway side to side and move his mouth. What do y'all think?
I agree on upper B tier because he's better than the Inferno Skeleton, but still not that great, in my opinion.
Okay, so do y'all agree with upper B tier?
Yeah, I agree with Jacob.
Okay, that's cool. Now, this next one is the queen of the Underworld. I'd personally put it somewhere in B, just because I think the idea is super cool and creative, but the 2 complaints that I really have with her, or they both kind of go together, is that I don't think it's that good for the price, because it's $200, and all it really does is move its head side to side, and of course it does have the puppet mouth. But the idea is super creative, so I would put it in high B personally, since it's like a new original prop. What do y'all think?
I say middle C because for the price, and I don't like exactly how the mouth looks.
Same. So, I think it would be somewhere around B, I think we can agree high C.
Yeah, because it's closer to B, and C means it's not that great, but since it's as close to B as it is, it means it's kind of great.
Here, I think then if we kind of think like that, then we can put it lower B, but we'll just put every other B prop above it, because I do think it's really creative. Next up is this guy. It's the Skeleton Grave Warrior. Now, this is a really cool prop. I like it. I think 180 is great because it's 6 feet tall, it moves side to side, and the head moves too, and it has mouth movement. However, the one thing that I really wish it had, I wish it didn't hold the axe like that. Like, I wish it was kind of gripping it in a diagonal way with both hands, because I feel like the way it is right now, it makes it look kind of robotic. I put it somewhere in A tier because I really like it, but what do y'all think?
Yeah, maybe lower A.
Yeah, I agree with Lucas on lower A.
Yeah, I think this is a great place for it. And by the way, everything in A is still like really, really good, and B is pretty good. C is nah, not really, and then D is bad.
Yeah. No, D is terrible.
Okay, yeah, I mean D is terrible. Like, in my opinion, I don't really think any of. Well, I don't want to spoil, but I don't think anything here is terrible. But let's see. Plant Monster. What do y'all think?
What's his price like?
Maybe high D.
I think it's like lower A. I don't like the voice, but the price is pretty good for the detail.
Wait, yeah, maybe like
high B or something.
Okay.
Maybe next to the Jack in the Box.
I kind of want to put him. I really like him. I kind of want to put him in high A, just because for a few reasons. I agree that the voice isn't so good. However, this is one of, if not the most creative prop Home Depot has ever done. And I think besides the voice, they did a great job on it. Also, I feel like if we put it any lower than A, a bunch of people are going to get kind of mad because this was definitely one of the fan favorites in this year. But I'm just kidding about this because this is all just strictly our opinions. But do y'all think this works? Because I am a personal, really big fan of this. So I think with all this work, I average out. Yeah.
I think it does work, and I do agree that people would probably be mad.
Yeah. Next up, another one that was surprisingly a concept that I think Pan Asian Creations and SVI did it, and surprisingly, I think Pan Asian's version was a lot better. So it's the trick-or-treating duo, and they both kind of interact with each other, and their mouth moves in actually a pretty cool-looking way. And then they also kind of like synchronizingly laugh just to make it creepier. I put them low A or high B because I think they're really cool, but just a little bit compared to the other stuff, they're not quite at that level. So what do y'all think?
I do agree agree with low A because I would have said like next to the Inferno Pumpkin, but low A is pretty good. What's their price like?
$80.
Oh, okay, yeah, low A is pretty good.
$80 is great, especially since I think the 3-foot props were at $50 for a while, and then they went back to $40 this year, which I like because now like 2 3-foot props it was $80, and they're also interactive.
Oh dang.
Yeah. I agree. It's kind of like a talking cherubs, but cheaper.
Yeah, I love interactive props. I do wish there was a lot more of them because like I love talking bust. It's one of my favorite. I also had like these were like a prop that went really under the radar. One of them's basically kind of conked out, but there are like 2 rock and roll skeletons from Grandin Road, and they'd kind of like be interactive. So I'm just really a big fan of that concept.
Yeah.
This is, I'd say, one of the most polarizing props, which, like, if y'all don't know what it means, basically, a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't like it, and it's the Mad Scientist with the mini Mad Scientist. Personally,
Oh yeah, I know.
I like this one. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay, yeah. I like this one a lot because, first of all, new Mad Scientist prop is really hype, and also, you know, I see if you don't like it because it's not like a very scary prop at all, but I just think it's super fun and like a prop that would just be like good for parties and stuff, and just not too scary if you want to make like a kid-friendly hunt. Because honestly, I think all of these work really good if you're not trying to go too scary. Then if you want scary stuff, you can go to Spirit Halloween. But there are a few kind of scary things here, but I would definitely put this somewhere in A or high B. What about y'all?
Yeah, give my opinion.
Oh yeah.
What do they do? Like, they don't turn sides to side of their torso, do they?
Well, so the
Not the mini one.
the adult one just kind of, I'm pretty sure it has posable arms and stuff, but it kind of like, first of all, a bunch of stuff on them glows. The potion bottle glows, the eyes light up, and then their hair also has like flashing lights to make it look like there's a bunch of static in it. Also, I think the goggles might light up, but I'm not too sure about that.
It's from his eyes.
He moves his mouth just kind of in a way where it kind of looks like his whole head's moving a little bit. But then eventually they'll like, and they also interact with each other. The little one's mouth moves, but then eventually they'll like turn the electric box on. That'll start moving, and then the little one just starts kind of just shaking.
Oh yeah.
So they have some really cool animation.
I agree with high B.
The phrases are kind of silly, but what's the price?
Yeah,
like?
it's $250, which if you think about it is a good price. I think, like not a huge steal or anything, but I think that's really decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of the price, I think he should be in high B.
I agree with that. I'd put him in A, but high B is a really good spot. Here is one which sadly we did not get a video of, which really stinks. Someone at Home Depot kind of messed it up. They accidentally put the video for the original Headless Horseman prop like on the horse instead of this, but in the teaser trailer we do get to see that it moves its mouth. It might do something else, I'm not sure, but I don't know the phrases. It's $129, which I think is really good, and look, I would put this in really high A tier, possibly S tier, just because it's such a cheap prop and you get so much with it. Like, it looks so cool, and then it's a really unique for Headless Horseman because the pumpkin mouth actually moves. What do y'all think?
I think he should be under the Underworld King, because he's pretty cool, but I think the Underworld King is pretty more creepier and stuff.
That's true. So, do y'all agree with this spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a good spot.
Okay, I think this one. So, next up, we have the new version of the old-timey clown called, like, the vintage clown. I like this. Out of all the reskins, I think this was the one that was, like, better than the originals, because the original one held a lollipop, and this one actually has cotton candy, which I think is really creative. Hopefully they don't get sued because a little kid tries to eat it, like Tide Pods. But, so, like, if y'all didn't know, he's kind of like a big, chunky version of Waving Wally, because he waves, and his head turns side to side, and his mouth moves, but I'd put him in high B underneath the scientist because he's really cool, but then again he is a reskin. What do y'all think?
I agree. Yeah, but I do agree, but it would be very unlikely that a kid would try to eat it because it'd be hard to take up.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I don't know. Kids tried to eat Tide Pods, so who knows?
There was actually one time last year where kids was trying to just reach into Uncle Charlie's bucket at my haunt.
Oh wow, that's weird. Hopefully they don't try to lick his lollipop this year. Anyway, next up we have the three-faced jester. So this is probably, if not, I'd put him on S tier. If not the Inferno Reaper, this is my favorite from this year. Such a cool prop for we finally getting a new jester, and for the appearance, I don't have a single complaint. It looks amazing. There's 3 masks you can interchange it with. What it does, it moves side to side, the mouth moves, and then the mask.
He lifts his mask.
Yeah, he kind of lifts his mask around as he moves. One complaint, and I think this is a complaint everyone has, is the phrases are pretty dumb, but then again, he is a jester, which is just a medieval clown, and I think a lot of people were expecting him to just be like a scary jester, not just kind of a mix of creepy and fun. But I do think he works fine. I'd put him on S below the Inferno Reaper, or highest possible A. What do y'all think?
What's the price on him?
$199, which I think is really good for what you get.
I would honestly put him on high A. Highest A.
Okay, do y'all think this is good?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is the second reskin on here, which is a reskin of a prop that I own, and this is the
Oh yeah.
it's the Infernal Scarecrow. I forgot what the original name was. I forgot if it's like Smoldering Scarecrow or whatever.
It's Scorched.
Oh, Scorched Scarecrow. Yeah. Scorched Scarecrow is an easy S tier prop in my opinion. He's an amazing prop. I love it. Basically everything about it. It's an amazing price, only $99. A super cool and jump scare that I don't think anyone would be expecting. And then it has the flame lights. But however, this version, I just don't think. I think the green takes a little bit away from the creepiness. So I would put him on lowest B tier because
Sure. Plus, he does the exact same thing, nothing else.
Yeah, but then again, he is a really cool prop, the original. Like, if this version was the original, I'd put him higher A, just because I think the color scheme's a little ugly, but it's still such a cool prop.
True.
These are 2 props that are going to be kind of hard to rank, because they're not exactly reskins, they're just kind of different versions of the original prop. So, this is the new Jack Skellington. It's basically the same as the Spirit one, except instead of saying phrases, it sings a song, which I don't like that much. I think I'd put it right around this area, right above the new Inferno Scarecrow, because Jack Skellington's a really cool prop, but it is basically a reskin with different phrases, and I definitely like the phrase better than singing.
I do agree with that.
Sally. Now, I gotta say, I was never really a fan of the Sally props, and even this one, I'm not that big on. However, it is a really big improvement from the original, because I'm guessing they fixed the eye clicking, not for sure, but so many people were complaining about that. Then the head also turns. I'd put this right around where Jack is. Do y'all agree?
Alright. Yeah, I agree.
Under Jack.
What's the price?
I think they're both $199. Alright, so the next prop we have is one that was very unexpected, but this is the new version of the dragon props. Do y'all remember those that Home Depot would always have?
I don't believe I was looking into Halloween until a few years ago.
Oh, okay. I think it was like, I forgot what year. I think maybe 2017 to 2018 or like 2018. I'm not sure, but basically like they're only around 5 feet, but they look really huge in person, and I would put this guy. The only thing it does is the mouth moves, but just seeing it in person, it looks like so amazing with all the colors. And
I would also try to rate it by details and price.
Yeah, it's I think 350, 400 maybe, which it doesn't look like it's worth that much, but you'll just have to see it in person to see how cool it is, because it's amazing in my opinion. But
maybe mid A for that one then.
I put it in lower A just because it is a reskin, but the reason I'm not putting it in B with the other reskins is just because I think this is easily the best version of it. Just looking at it, I feel like the silver suits it the coolest.
Yeah, I would actually say above the twins.
Okay, yeah. Alright, I think that works. Now, next up is the Frankenstein. So, I'm a little biased on this one because I've been wanting a Frankenstein prop to come back for so long, and I think this is a very solid one. It has kind of that old classic Frankenstein look to it. The one problem with this is the price, because it basically has the movements of a basic Pan Agent's prop, like the mouth moves, and then I think the wires shake a little, and for some reason it's 170. I would put it low A, but I'd see why y'all would want it to be B if you do. So
I'd say low A as well. What's the price again? Oh, 7. Actually do above the underneath the candy guy clown.
Oh, okay. I think this works for him because I am a little biased. Next,
Considering he's 180 and only his mouth moves and the wires say. By the way, guys, how's my mic quality?
Your mic quality is
pretty good.
But yeah, I think this suits him. Now,
yeah,
this one I think is gonna be pretty hard to rank because it's a giant spider. I'm not sure how huge it'll look. This is also being sold at Costco. I forgot the price, but I believe it's like a lot. But it doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't have any animation. The eyes light up and it makes like spider sounds. I would put this. Oh, sorry.
No, it's alright.
Is he pretty detailed?
Yes, I think it's really detailed. I put him probably high B just because he doesn't do anything, so, and I haven't seen him yet, so it's gonna be super hard to rank. Also, it's being sold at other stores, but I do think they just could have made him do something, like maybe the what's it called, the little like,
maybe the head can move,
or yeah, like something on the head can move. So I'd put him right here, but just for y'all watching, I know a lot of people like this a lot. I will have to see it in person, and so seeing it in person is like very necessary, I think, to rank this, since it is a static, and the main thing about it is it being huge. So it'll stay here for now, but
he's like 6 feet.
Yeah.
Huge
Oh.
and not detailed would be.
I think he's pretty well detailed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, we don't know how detailed he is.
That's true.
In the photos, it might be a prototype.
Yeah.
Some prototypes have more details than the released ones. So.
Now, this next one is the rocking chair witch holding the little baby. I honestly think this is the weakest thing we've seen this year.
Is that the cheesy one?
Yeah, it's like the witch with the little baby that sings lullabies. I put it low C because, I mean, it looks alright, but we need a new rocking chair prop or some like new chair prop from Pan Agents, because we've only been getting rocking chair witches. I want to see some other monsters in it. What do you?
Right.
Yeah, I agree with the lower C.
I don't think it's quite bad enough to be in bad, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Crap. This next one we might not be able to rank because I accidentally cut out the head in the photo I got. Do y'all, or not, actually, oh, I just realized this was, not even the tier list that I made. Like, I put a one on here, for some reason I thought that this was my tier list, but this wasn't even fat, so, the face of this is not in here. But, this is the, like, I think it's actually 6 feet. It's the posable skeleton thing with the digitized pumpkin head. I'd put this somewhere, probably lower B.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. I agree with lower B.
Okay, I put it right here because the thing about it is, actually no, I put it right here, and the reason I'm saying that is, what they meant to do, I don't think they did it well. However, it's just the look of it is so off-putting that I think it looks kind of scary in a way, and I think it looks really cool like that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Crap. I think these two are the same, or at least I thought that they were the same. So, crap, I think they both do the same thing, but I don't know 100%, so I'm just gonna rank one of these. But
Hey.
what do y'all know?
No.
Okay, so basically, I think this might have been a prototype of this one because I could not find this on the website. Now, for this, I would put I'd put right under the Mad Scientist. Actually, you know what? I would say I put it high B just because I think the Mad Scientist is A tier, but this is basically a reskin of Lady of the Grave. However, I just think it's so detailed and so much cooler than that prop, which was honestly a really good prop. Not to mention that it's $50 cheaper, so it's only $100. So I'd put it high A, or even low A. But what do y'all think about it?
I mean, what's the price like?
$99.
Oh, damn. Yeah, low A is pretty good. I mean, I like the price.
Okay.
She's pretty alright, detail-wise.
I think it's fair to put it high B because it's great, but I just don't think... I think just because it is a reskin, I don't want to go all the way to A.
True.
But it's great in my opinion. Final thing we have, also going to be very hard to rank, is this snake thing. Not exactly an animatronic, but what it is you put it in the lawn like this, so it looks like there's a serpent going through your lawn. I'm not sure, it might make sound or something. I'd probably put it right here, because it's cool.
You find out what it does. Does it? Eyes?
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to.
I've actually seen this on a Facebook post, so
it
looks pretty same. Yeah, I agree with where you're putting it.
Does his eyes light or something?
I'm pretty sure the whole thing lights up, like it might do little flashes and stuff.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, then I think I can agree with you guys on this.
Okay, so we have our full tier list here. So what do y'all think about this? I think this looks great for the tier list. I don't think anything they made was bad this year, or like terrible bad.
It's just like different versions of how good they are.
Yeah, I think this is really cool. I think this has been a great year for Home Depot. I'm not sure about better than last year because I love last year. I think their top 3 was like unbeatable, and their top 3 is honestly comparable to Spirit's top 3 last year in my opinion. But I do think this was a great year for Home Depot. I loved all the stuff, and please go subscribe to JPR Halloween because they are a great YouTube channel. I'm just gonna say I have their channel linked in the description, so make sure to go subscribe to them. Okay, sorry about that. I said their name wrong. It's PLJ Halloween VC. Very, very sorry about that, but yeah, make sure to go subscribe to them. And I think this was a great tier list. But yeah, do y'all have anything to say? Or do you want to?
Yeah, good tier list.
I agree with this tier list because I helped you make.
But yeah, this video was a ton of fun to make. Thank you so much for watching, and I think that's it. Bye.